everybody. Fooyah Magazine, Willie the Bam Johnson here. We're here honoring one of the greatest martial artists of all times, Grandmaster Kevin Thompson. Someone who is a complete martial artist, mind, body, and spirit. You know, a lot of times I think we see people come and go, you know, and a lot of people get all this high-level recognition and written about and talked about, but most of the things they have accomplished was paid for. Not through blood, sweat, and tears, but through a dollar bill. It's a big point right there. In this room right now, this is all blood, sweat, and tears.
Yes.
And I know, and I say again, thank all of you guys, when New York invites you and make you a part of that family, you don't need no other family. Because this is the town of the martial artists.
Yes.
There was one time, and I remember sitting there saying when everybody all over the coast was afraid to come to New York and fight. I ain't lying. If I lie, I tell the truth.
Tell the truth.
Everybody was scared. Not even just fighting, but kata, because you knew you was going to get busted up.
Oh, yeah.
You had to truly represent the warrior spirit. And I remember witnessing Kevin Thompson putting a spank into every last one of the national champions that first stepped foot in New York City.
That's right.
And he has made an impact on so many of us. What impact has he made on you, and what do you think his legacy is for all of us in the next generation?
He transcends the meaning of warrior. I remember Kevin Thompson when he was called Little K.A. and he was called the eighth wonder of the world, and he would take his sidekick and shoot her straight up in the air. And that's how it started. But then he transitioned from that period into a mature man. When Team Paul Mitchell started their team, the famous Paul Mitchell team, the first person they went to was Kevin Thompson because of his skill, but because of his character. You never heard a story about Kevin Thompson carousing, drugging, drinking, smoking, none of that, because he was the epitome and is the epitome of a warrior. We are here today not because he beat us or we beat him, it's because of love. Gratitude confirms relationships. So we're here because of our gratitude of the body of work that he's put together. He is a visionary. What is a visionary? A visionary is a person that can see whatever is available that we can't see as normal people. He was able to see a vision and he went for the vision. That's why he has a body of work.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And that legacy, I mean, as a role model for that next generation, because, I mean, honestly, and I say it over and over, I'm only concerned with the next generation. That's the kids.
Yes.
Adults, you know, you make your own call. But the little seeds, I'm concerned with them. And what would we like to leave for them to see? If there was anything that we can give one of them little kids right now that's struggling, that's saying, I don't want to compete no more, or some little kid in one of these little boroughs or some city saying, man, forget it. I ain't doing this no more. I'm going out like a soldier. What is the true meaning of a real soldier? And what example does Grandmaster Kevin Thompson do to display that to that young kid right now?
Yeah, well, he set the stage to be of characters, not
Yes,
about
sir.
the kicking
Yes,
and
sir.
punching and flipping. That is absolutely wonderful. But beyond that, when you put down the competition, what did they say about you as a man? What about your character? And he has proven that he has character over the years, over a long period of time, not just today or yesterday, but he has character that is going to transcend and take him to the future.
Yes, sir. Fooyah Magazine in honor of Grandmaster Kevin Thompson.
just pulled them in when we kicked it up to level 2.
They were coming to show the love, but you're the ones who really came out to show the love. We got some people here that travel from near and far, different states. Matter of fact, I have a couple of people who flew in here. We got some people here that have been in the martial arts. Give that a round of applause. In case you haven't done the math on that, 60 is a little bit more than half the way for 100. And I think we need to be able to understand that our mortality has a lot to do with our presence here. We have to be able to understand that every time we get an opportunity to show love, we have to do it as many times as we can. So again, we're gonna pick this spirit up a little bit more, but we want to get everybody in their seats because we want to bring our Cedar back down as soon as possible to bring him in the room. We'll do some demonstrations here today, but we want you to feel the love and let him feel the love as he walks into the room. The slide presentation has a lot of familiar faces on it. You've been able to shake hands and make friends with a lot of familiar faces as well. But for those people who came in connection with somebody else that don't know Asatida Kevin Thompson, please know that you've come to honor and pay respect. And this is a living memorial. We don't want anybody to think that this is the conclusion of anything. We want them to know that this is the support that is continuing from this point here, continuing forward. So as we put everybody into their seats, we're going to introduce the family. I'm going to introduce the organizers for this event. But they asked me to ask you to just take a seat as we start to get into bringing in that seat down. So one more time, let me hear you say, thank you. We have a couple of funds already set up. GoFundMe / Kevin Thompson, and also the Wells Fargo Fund, the KA Fund. These are places where you can continue to make your financial contributions towards the betterment of our brother's health. You know, when I first came in here, I was talking to a couple of people that I was talking to on the side, and I said, you know, it's unfortunate that we had to meet on these terms here, but you know, that each and every one of them affirmed that we're here, and that's what counts more than anything else. We've had some delays here. We know a lot of you are stopping your day, and you have some other things to do, but nobody is willing to leave until they got a chance to show Kevin Thompson their love. So again, my thanks and appreciation personally to you for showing our brothers some love. So give yourself a round of applause. I'm going to introduce the organizers of this affair, even though everybody's contribution went into making this a success. But we want to acknowledge some people here that really put their heartfelt time and effort into this. We're going to have some demonstrations. Once Kevin comes in the room, we want to keep the energy going. So I'm not going to keep you long. Can we move this thing out the way? For those of you who kind of remember, how many people remember the old KA song? Does anybody remember that, how it went? KA, you look so good. You know, come on up here, Billy. Come on, get it started for me. Does anybody know what I'm talking about?
You know this song?
Aziz, you know this song?
Come on up here.
Yeah, I know that song. Well, come on, then you'll join in with us here. Let's see if we can keep it going. How'd it go, Billy?
Well, if you were around in the 70s, you were intimidated by these guys from what's called the KA system. Louis, what's up, my brother? And when they would come into the gymnasium, they would come in and huddle around, and they would get in this huddle, and they would say, KA boy, you look so sweet, you know you can't be beat. Who's bad? You're bad. I'm bad. We're bad. Ah! Rumble, young man, rumble. So let's see if you can do that with me. It went something really like this. KA boy, you look so sweet, you know you can't be beat. Come on. KA boy, you look so sweet, you know you can't be beat. Come on, y'all. You can't be beat. KA boy, come on now. KA boy, you look so sweet, you know you can't be beat. Come on, KA boy, you look so sweet, you know you can't be beat. Come on, KA boy, you look so sweet, you know you can't.
me, Asatita. Hey.
Yo, maybe I can win something now, Kevin.
They're
Maybe I can win something now.
gonna get this started, and I'm gonna talk a little later. I'm so happy to see everybody.
I guess I can repeat what Kevin's been saying all afternoon. This is truly overwhelming to see so many of you come out in support of my husband. It shows